Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Fragrance Banter podcast. My name's Steve.
And my name's Myke.
Yes, that guy, Myke, is back. Who would have thought it? He's on the other side of the ocean, but he's finally decided to make a fucking appearance rather than leaving me on my own.
Yeah, so I have been a little too absent with everything that's gone on, but I am back.
He's back. And so there we go. Everybody's missed you. They've wondered where you are. They've been sending thoughts, prayers, everything they can, really. Just so what's been going on? Fill everybody in. Where have you been? How are you? I mean, we logged onto this call and I was like, how are you? And he went, I'm alive. That's a start. So well, the bar is low when you respond to how are you with I'm alive.
You'll understand more after I tell you this story, by the way.
Oh, fucking hell. Here we go.
Okay, so as part of my celebratory, hey, the divorce is over, we've signed everything, I told myself I would go skydiving, jump out of an airplane to celebrate my newly dismantled nuptials. Mediation is finished and, we were on our way to having everything finalized. And a buddy of mine says, and he's also a client, but he says, hey, here's the deal. I know a guy, he owns a couple of hangars out at the airport and we're all going skydiving and then we're having a cookout. So why don't you come and jump out of an airplane? And I said, yeah, sounds great. I was kind of planning on doing this anyways. I'd been talking to this guy for a while. He's, in the military. He's done hundreds of jumps. And he's always said, like, man, we should go and do it. But my problem is I've always weighed too much. You have to be under 220 pounds to tandem jump.
I was going to say, is this so the plane can take off, or is it just the parachute?
You would think so, because these planes are the shittiest planes you've ever seen.
They are, actually.
Yeah. So have you ever done that?
No, my brother has.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't. So yeah, basically, your figure is too generous to be attached to this man. He doesn't want that weight strapped to him.
100%. Yeah.
Right.
So I show up the day of. And I mean, I barely make weight because keep in mind, when I'm weighing, I am buck naked when I weigh, and you have to be under 220.
Right.
And so when I get there, it's cold and I know it's going to be even colder up 10,000 feet in the air. So I'm wearing thick pants, couple of t-shirts or like a shirt and a hoodie over it, or jumper as you call it. I'm wearing like boots because I need shoes that won't fly off. So I need something that comes up over the ankle, ties tight. So I'm wearing boots. Like I'm dressed out and I have to get on and weigh under 220 to go. And I mean, I was like 221 naked that morning, so it's going to be tight. But I end up making weight. And to further illustrate where I was at mentally, I mean, we're climbing. It's probably 7,000 or 8,000 feet in the air as we're getting altitude. And the guy looks over and I'm just like staring blankly out the window. And I see him. He keeps looking at my hand and he's like, this is your first time to jump? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, your hands are not shaking at all. And I said, I don't feel anything right now. And I'm like, I'm scared of heights, or like they affect me pretty well. But in that moment, I was like, I don't feel anything. I thought I'd feel exhilarated and excited about this. And so we get up to 10,000 feet and they kick the door of the airplane open. And the wind rushes in. It's super loud. And he's like connecting me to him. We're getting ready. We both step our right foot out of this airplane and still I feel nothing. My heart should be like beating out of my chest right now. And I feel absolutely nothing. And so they have this thing. You're not going to be able to see it if you're listening to the audio of this. But basically, they have this weird countdown to let you know when you're going to jump because you have to be in sequence. Basically, you can't fight the guy jumping out. And this guy's a lot smaller than me. I'm like about as dense as it's going to get, you know?
Basically, he's going wherever you go.
That's exactly right. So he tells you, okay, we're going to lean out. That's 1. And then we lean back into the plane. That's 2. And then we lean back out and that's 3. Like, okay. So he steps his right foot out. He tells me, step your right foot out. And as I step my right foot out, he counts to 1, but I don't hear him. So I think we're going to lean back and then count to 1, then 2, then 3. But we had already counted to 1. Okay. And so he leans back for 2, and then he goes to jump out. He can't pull me out with him. Like, I'm dead weight on him. So he has to wait for me to pull him back into the plane. And then I jump out like a lead weight. And we start tumbling completely out of control. Again, I'm feeling nothing. And the guy behind me, we are so out of control. This guy who's done over 1,500 jumps, by the way, he's done this 1,500 times. I hear him going, oh shit, fuck, shit. Ah! And he's like, I can hear him like rustling stuff around and trying to pull stuff. And we are tumbling towards the earth. And finally, he lets loose of something that stabilizes us. And afterwards, he's like, oh, woo, you know, as we get through. And he's like, man, what do you think about that view? And again, I'm going, yeah, all right.
Fucking hell.
Dude. But that's not the part that almost killed me. We come into land. Yeah, it gets worse. We come into land, and this guy has been doing jumps all day, so he's tired. And keep in mind, I'm probably the heaviest dude he's jumped with because I barely made the weight, the cutoff.
They can't be heavier than you.
Yes, yeah, they have. No one's been heavier than me all day.
They can't design a parachute system that will support your weight.
So we're coming down, and we're coming down fast, okay? And there's a thing at the end where when you're going through like the
tutorial type thing.
Right, yeah. So we're kind of going through that, and they tell you, okay, at the end, he's going to say legs up, and you basically lift your legs as high as you can. So you kind of slide in on your butt. But we're coming in so fast. And as you do legs up, they do what's called a flare, where the guy pulls back on the parachute and it kicks your legs up for you higher than the air. But the guy's so tired and I'm so heavy, he goes to pull and flare our legs up, and he can't move us. And so we're coming down too fast and at the wrong angle. And I hit the ground on my legs really hard at an angle. And I think I shatter my ankle.
Fuck.
I mean, I couldn't walk. It was so painful right off the landing.
Did he just use you like a cushion, or did he hit pretty hard as well? Yeah.
It looked like a car wreck because when we hit the ground, we just went flying, tumbling everywhere. Again, we're going because there was no like gliding in. It was like we were coming in hard and heavy, and I hit right on my ankle and destroy it, by the way, which sucks so bad because literally the Wednesday before, this is on a Sunday, the Wednesday before, my boxing coach is like, I want to set you up to do Golden Gloves in February. He's like, I think you're ready. Like we'll put you in basically and have a fight, but you got 4 months to get ready for this thing. And I come in, destroy my ankle. I've been missing boxing for the last few weeks now because I haven't been able to walk.
So have you been to hospital or what? What's the deal?
Well, one of my good friends is a doctor, and I called him and he was like, oh, well, this part can be broken or it can be displaced. Basically, put it in a brace, ice it, take a bunch of ibuprofen. So I'm going to see him tonight. I'm about to go see him. It's been a few weeks. I still have quite a bit of pain, but I've been able to walk on it now. So it's not as severe as it looked because it got bruised like crazy. It looked gnarly, and it's on its way to healing now, but it has been a wild ride.
Fucking hell. I mean, fragrances is a hobby that, should be pretty safe, but you've decided to try and fucking hell, man.
Well, I was like, people go, oh, I'm more afraid of public speaking than death. That's typically how it goes. And I was kind of that way. And that's why I did stand-up comedy. And like the first few times you do it, it's terrifying, right? So I kind of did that. And this was another thing I thought, I'm so like disoriented by heights and so uncomfortable with heights that someday I'd love to skydive.
It's interesting because my brother's done a skydive and he's scared of heights, but he said like the initial fall, like coming out of the plane, you're so high up, you don't really there's no relation to the ground.
That's
so it
right.
doesn't feel high.
Yeah. And speed too, because like when you're on the road and you're driving really fast, you have things that are passing by you. And so you have like, you have a sort of, relative idea.
Reference point. Yeah.
Yeah. Once you get up there, it just feels like there's a bunch of wind blowing in your face, but you don't really feel like you're falling because you don't have any sort of reference. It was a wild few days for sure. So here we are recording again. Sorry for the delay, ladies and gents.
So did you never did go to hospital then? You've only just spoke to a doctor friend.
Right.
And then you saw nobody for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. I was just like,
and your doctor friend has seen your ankle now?
Not yet tonight.
I mean, do you not think? I mean, it's very much relying on. Did he see a video? Or it's just you're describing what happened?
I actually have a video of it. Yeah, I'll have to shoot it to you.
Yeah, but did the doctor friends has he seen the ankle or as in on a video or?
No, I didn't show it to him. I just kind of I call him. And here's the funny thing. I call him later that night and I go, "Hey, is this a bad time?" And he goes, "I'm just smoking cigars in Vegas." I was like, well, don't let me interrupt you too long. How do I know if I've broken my ankle?
Oh my God.
I kind of tell him the story and he's like, "Oh yeah. And he gives me the whole spiel.
Yeah, but how can he gauge the injury based on you describing the event? that's not
well, he was like,
I walked into a wall. I reckon your head will probably be okay. It doesn't.
He said, if you had to take your finger and point to the main area it hurts, where is it? And I said, it's
my ankle.
It's between, I said it's between here and here. And he's like, oh yeah, that's the, metacarpal whatever 3,
It's between my knee and my toe.
Yeah. I mean, the guy's a pretty smart cat, so I trust him.
Yeah, but he's not fucking telepathic. This sounds stupid. I'm going to call it for what it is.
Yeah. I mean, there's a difference between American healthcare and where you guys are at.
This is true.
There's a little teledoc action, but
NHS. Yeah, and I just wow.
Fine.
That doesn't sound advisable, but fair play. And when he sees you and he goes, "Yeah, your ankle shouldn't be at a right angle to the." But there we go.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and in fragrance-related news, you've got your fragrances back.
I do. That's right.
Wow.
My full collection. And it sounds like we're whittling that down tonight.
Well, yes. So one of our lovely Patreons, I think it was John, he asked when you shared your post, if you had to pick 10 of your fragrances to get rid of, what would they be? So I've since answered this because you were absent without leave. I had to I thought I would try and fill the Patreon's hole with some sort of content. So I did a little video and I answered this question. So I suggested that you answer that question today for today's episode, and then we can kind of chat about it. And also, listeners, I said to Myke, the good thing about that is I don't have to talk much as well. So I'm looking forward to just kicking back.
Yeah, I've been talking the whole time.
You've not prepped though, have you? You've not. So you're just sort of doing this relatively on the fly. You're sort of looking at your list now and sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a live, baby.
Okay, that's how we like it. Keeping it real.
All right, so I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna rattle off all the ones that I have. It's not a massive list, by the way. I don't have a massive collection. And then from there,
it could be a while, but yeah.
I will.
You've got 9 fragrances and you've got to get rid of 10.
I got to get rid of 10. So I'm going to have to get rid of one of yours, Steve. All right. Here we go. So I have 2 travel atomizers. One is Oud Wood, Tom Ford. The other one is Fucking Fabulous, Tom Ford, because again, those are just too expensive for me to buy a bottle of. And
both good fragrances.
Yeah, they're great. So, all right, top shelf, I got Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. I've got Dior Sauvage Elixir, Herod by PDM.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna do some really sweeping statements on each of these as you're rattling past. So start again, and this might backfire, but go on then. So Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. I prefer Allure Homme Sport. Right, next one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then the next one was Sauvage Elixir.
Don't like it. Too much like licorice for me.
Okay. I've got Herod by PDM.
I've never owned that. I've smelt it, but I can't really comment on that.
I've got Evening Mystique by Zaharoff.
I've never smelt that.
I really like it, actually. I've got Liquid Brun. We've done an episode on that.
Love that fragrance. Love that fragrance.
So then I have Aventus by Creed.
Okay, I've heard of that one. I have heard of it. I think it's up and coming.
Yeah, it's brand new. Insidious.
Insidious. You've mentioned that a few times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have Intoxicated by Killian. I have Straight to Heaven by Killian. I got Leighton by PDM.
Yeah, love that fragrance. My wife doesn't.
I've got La Nuit de l'Homme YSL.
I had an early batch of that, so I managed to get hold of. So I had a newer batch, which was much more sort of powdery, and then I actually got a 2014 batch. So one of the earlier batches. I think it was the first formulation. So I think it was 2012, and then they did the first formulation in like 2013, 2014. So it's still really good at that point. I actually did a comparison side by side, and you could see the color difference in the fragrance. It's all on my YouTube channel if anybody wants to have a look. But
I need to look.
It was much stronger, much sort of stronger, richer on the cardamom. And the newer ones are still really nice, but just much more powdery. It's almost like a cleaner office fragrance, where the earlier batches were just sexier, really. But anyway, carry on.
No, you're good. Isn't that why like people got pretty pumped about Blue Electric or whatever for a while? Because they're like, oh, it's like vintage YSL.
Yeah, it was like the original, and then they discontinued that as well.
Immediately, yeah. All right, we're closing in on the last 6 in my collection. I've got, I'm going to count this as one, but I have 3 bottles of Carbon by Prada.
Fucking hell, yeah.
I got Wulong Cha. I got Credo. Both those are Nishane. I have Santel 33.
Oh, really?
That
surprises me.
Yeah, I got that in 2021. I Don't Know What by DS and Durga.
Don't know that fragrance.
It's kind of, they call it a fragrance enhancer. It's basically like, I'm probably getting this wrong, but it's like Isoe Super and then like bergamot with it. I really enjoy layering that. And then I have Victorian Vanilla. I have about maybe 10 mil left of a 50 mil. That's Cam's Coastal Carolina Parfums. So, and I do love that one as well. So that is my full collection. That's everything I got.
So, I mean, you don't have to go through and count, but roughly how many is that then? That's,
let's see here. 3,
what, about 6, 15, 20 fragrances?
9, 12, 15, 17.
Oh, God, that was good math off my head there.
Good job.
Wow. So you're getting rid of the majority.
Yeah. I will. And I can probably do it.
It was much easier for me because I've got, I mean, this is not a dick swinging competition, but I've got a bigger collection. It's sort of, so I could just easily sort of pull out the chaff, as it were. But you're going to have to,
I'm going to have to get rid of some good ones
there. There's going to be some tough decisions.
Yeah, so there's more at stake with my collection than your collection, Steve.
Definitely.
This is going to be tough, but here we go. First off, I'll get rid of Herod.
Okay. Why? It's obviously going to be my question.
I like it, but if I'm reaching for that, I could easily reach for Leighton.
Yeah, but then they're not similar fragrances, though, are they?
No, a Herod is sweeter. I think it's more like supposed to be more of a tobacco type fragrance.
It's been a long time since I've smelled Herod, so I can't fully comment. So is Leighton your favourite PDM, would you say?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I mean, Altair is going to probably be up there now. I would have thought. Well, though you actually preferred Liquid Brun, didn't you? But
yeah, it's great. Although number 2 on my get rid of is going to be Liquid Brun.
Oh, that breaks my little heart. That's the one that I sort of introduced you to. Okay, why?
I think, again, if I'm going to go for a sweeter fragrance, and I don't have many to choose from, I'm going to go probably either Leighton or I'll go La Nuit de l'Homme. I think either one of those are identifiable, and I love to smell them all day. I like Altair / Liquid Brun, but if again, I'm having to kill over half of my collection here. So,
yeah, I mean, you've got to sort of probably, if you're going to have fewer fragrances, you need to think about versatility.
Right.
And the ones that you've compared that to there are probably going to be like Leighton. It's going to be much more versatile than Liquid Brun or Altair. That's because it's very much just, I love it. It's a sweet powerhouse though, isn't it? So It is very sort of prominent. It's very strong, where Leighton is a bit more flexible and versatile, I'd say. So yeah, fair.
Yeah. It's a hard one, but yeah, I have to get rid of it. Let's see. I'd also get rid of Intoxicated by Killian.
Okay.
That one's good, but it's divisive. I've had people tell me it smells amazing. I've also had people tell me that shit sucks. So
interesting.
How
do you feel? How do you feel when somebody doesn't like your fragrance?
Offended, I guess. I'm not like too much. I don't take it personal, but I'm also like, oh, I hate that. Like if all the time that they're smelling me tonight, they don't like this.
Yeah.
It makes you a little self-conscious.
Yeah. I feel disappointed as well. So I had this recently. My wife declared she did not like Boss Bottled Absolute.
Oh, no.
Does not like it. And she thought I was wearing Leighton, which she does not like. I wear Leighton anyway, regardless. But she said, oh, I got her to smell it. And she went, oh, yeah, that's the one I don't like. I was like, no, this is a new one. She's like, no, that smells like the one that you often wear. Sometimes when we're in the car together, it's all sort of choky. It's like really medicinal. I was like, no, you're thinking of Leighton. She's like, yeah, I don't like that one. And she's like, please don't wear that. She literally asked me not to wear it. So, yeah, and it's, I mean, with my wife, I do value her opinion. If we were going on a date or something, I'm not going to wear something that she doesn't like. But day to day, I would wear Leighton anyway, even though she doesn't like it, because I absolutely love it. But in general, if somebody comments about my fragrance in a not positive light, I'd just be disappointed, because I'd be like, damn it. Especially, it's almost more, I don't mind the subjectivity of it if they just don't like that particular fragrance. But sometimes if it's just a random one, but if it's like an event or something where I've actually put some thought into that fragrance and I thought this will be appropriate for this event, or this will work well in this scenario, either temperature wise, scenario, whatever the surroundings are, and then somebody comments, I'm like, I feel disappointed myself. I'm like, I missed the mark on that one. Damn, I could have done better. Rather than being disappointed in the fragrance, I'm disappointed in my selection.
It happens. Can't win them all.
Anyway,
man.
Carry on.
No, you're good. Next one I'm going to get rid of, even though, God, every time I wear this, I get insane compliments. I mean, every time I've worn this so far, I've gotten a compliment. I'm going to have to get rid of Allure Sport Eau Extreme.
I can't get on board with, I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not a nice fragrance. It's clearly nice. But whenever I don't even know if I've ever given it a full wearing. I've sprayed it on my arm or hand or whatever and worn it for the rest of the day and smelt it, etc. But there's something in it. Once it's dried down, there's something in the sort of base that I don't quite like. This that sort of irritates me. It annoys me, and I don't know what. I keep thinking I need to revisit it and try it again because it gets so much hype. I know obviously Chris Fragmental loves it. I think it's his favourite designer. But I just can't. I just prefer the original Allure Sport. But yeah, I want to like it more than I do.
Yeah. It's nice. I really do like it, but I mean, the two, if I put it up against something, it's probably going to be carbon, and I'll never get rid of that. If I get down to one fragrance, if I got to delete all but one, it'd be carbon. So,
wow.
Next on the chopping block is Credo.
Okay.
I'm not
familiar with that at all. So why are you getting rid of that then?
I like it. It is a replacement of oud wood, basically. Oh, by the way, I'm not counting the two travel atomizers as fragrances to get rid of. I feel like that'd be cheating. But it's what I got as a replacement for oud wood because I wanted that sort of woodsy, masculine fragrance. And it's good. But again, that one is also a little bit divisive. And I feel like to the wrong nose, it could be offensive. And I don't wear it very often. I do love the smell of it, but I just don't wear it very often. So whenever I smelled it at first, I loved it. I still do love it, but I'm afraid to wear it sometimes. It might be challenging for some. Okay. Ooh, God. Sauvage Elixir. I can kill that one immediately.
So what size bottle have you got?
Of the Sauvage Elixir?
Yeah.
I think it may be a 75 mil.
Damn. So you obviously liked it then?
Well, at the time, this bottle was the first release when they just did it. So I don't know that there was another size available because I pre-ordered it.
Oh, so you bought it before you smelt it?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
I did it for the podcast.
Kept it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's well done. It's good quality. I get why people do like it. And I also like the direction they've gone. They've gone in a slightly different direction. It's a good flanker, but I got this licorice vibe from that, and I don't like licorice, so it just didn't really work for me.
Yeah, I get that. It's in very small doses. I think it is nice. I mean, it would be one spray max, and even that would be one of those ones where you spray it in the air and walk through it. I couldn't spray like directly on me. It's just too intense. And it's just so strong. Like I liked having it for the fact that it was like the release date. And I thought like someday it'd be cool to look back and I don't know, 20 years and go like, this was like a monumental release to have. And like, it'd be, whatever, vintage or something. I just thought it was cool. And I thought like Dior Sauvage has a certain staying power in the fragrance community. I thought it would be special one day, but I mean, it's out of here. Number 6 to go. Number 7, and I would actually hate to see this one go because I really do enjoy this, is the DS and Durga. I don't know what. I really like layering that. I really enjoy layering that, but we got limited space here.
Up. So it's called I Don't Know What.
Yeah.
I'm literally Googling it now. I don't know this fragrance at all.
Yeah. It is, again, it's meant to be layered. It's like a booster, but at the same time, it's really light and refreshing, and I'll wear it on its own quite a bit just because sometimes I don't want to be overly loud with the fragrance. And this one's a nice way to have a little something. It's almost like a special sort of skin scent. And so
it is averaging 3.82 out of 5 from 1,302 votes.
Mm-hmm. Not bad. That's passing.
Yeah, let me look. Just because we can't, hear me clicking on my laptop here. I'm going to do almost like a quick summary of what we normally do. Pros, the first 3 pros are impressive sillage for a second skin perfume, woody but fresh and clean aroma, long wearing and unisex. Cons may not work for people who dislike Isoe Super or Molecule 01 scents. Ridiculously priced perfume enhancer. Synthetic science tang can be standoffish to some. So they just list bergamot, Isoe Super, vetiver, sandalwood, amber, and synthetic civet. I think we've had this discussion about civet, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah. So civet is this is the one I was trying to think of before. It's like comes under like musks. Naturally the byproduct of the anal glands of exotic civet cats, technically not cats, which smells very pungent and fecal, but which gives an amazing radiance and warmth to florals, now synthetically replicated with civetone for ethical reasons.
Who in the world
love to smell like the product of anal glands?
Yeah. Who's doing that? Is there some vet clinic out there that like they're like, you know what? I kind of like this wild fecal smell that goes on when we're expressing these civet anal glands.
So how much is this fragrance? I'm really curious about this.
It's probably $100 and something on a discounter.
Yeah, a lot of people are referencing Molecule O. And anyway, okay, that's interesting.
It's like a louder Molecule O one with with citrus to it. So it's a nice. I like it. I really do like it.
Okay, as you were.
Okay, now it's going to get into some difficult cutting because those were the last of my. Those were the last of.
Oh, it's getting tricky now.
Yeah. Okay. I hate to do it because this is another one I love to layer, especially with stuff like either Santal 33 or Wulong Cha, something that is very strong. It doesn't have much of a sweet note. I love to layer Victorian Vanilla, Cam's fragrance. I really love that one to layer to add just a little bit of sweetness and warmth to a fragrance. Man, I hate to let it go, but that would have to be the next one to cut.
Damn. I don't do enough layering. I think we've discussed this before. We should do an episode on layering.
Yeah.
Perhaps, if possible, we should get like Patreon's recommendations and perhaps try some layering live on the podcast or something. If
I'd love that. Yeah, especially some recommendations. This is a great idea. Try something new. Last two to cut. Whew. Man, I hate to cut this one too because I feel like this is the more sophisticated fragrance I would wear. I love this because this kind of answers some of the need for me to have something that feels a little bit more high end and dressed up than I would normally pick. And that's Evening Mystique. I hate to let that one go, but that's,
I mean, you say high end, but nearly all of your fragrances are niche. Nearly all of them are. You've got like 2 designers or something.
I mean, like the kind of aura that it gives, because it gives me like this very like sophisticated, almost like an amouage type vibe. Like it makes me feel like I'm wearing something really fancy. So that is more, that's like your Sunday best sort of outfit and wear. So I don't wear it a lot because I don't dress up a lot. But when I do, I like to have that. It just smells a little bit more proper than throwing on something else. Which leads to the very last cut. And you probably can guess what I'm going to cut.
I'm trying to remember what was left. No, I don't know what's left. You're not going to cut Insidious, surely.
No, but close.
Oh, Aventus.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of Aventus, number 10.
Keeping Insidious. Yeah,
yes.
Makes sense.
100%.
You'll get some money back on that, so that bottle as well.
Yeah.
How much Aventus have you got?
Probably 80 mil out of 100.
Oh, shit.
And it's been at that level. By the way, I've gone through nearly 300 mil of Insidious. In the meantime, I've gone through maybe 15, 20 mil of Aventus in the same time.
How, I mean, we're not going to be batch wankers, but how would you compare your Aventus to Insidious? Like, would you say that Insidious, obviously, it's based on a vintage batch? Is it?
Yeah.
Do you get more birch? Is it more smoky? Do you pick up all those different? How does your Aventus? Would you say, is it just a bit more? Because I think, by all accounts, a lot of the newer batches, I don't assume yours is a newer batch, they lost some of the sort of the birch and the smoky bits, and they're just got more fruity and things. But
yeah, kind of screechy. That's what I don't love about the Aventus that I have. Okay. It feels a little more harsh and Insidious has that kind of woodsier, birchy vibe, but it also doesn't have the hard edges that make, even though Aventus costs nearly 5 times as much retail, it smells of cheaper quality than the Insidious. And so I reach for Insidious every time.
How much did you pay for that? Did you get, was it a partial bottle that you've got? Is it?
What's that? The Aventus?
Aventus, yeah. Is it a partial?
I think I bought
bottle,
that.
Or is it a decant? Or
No. It's an actual bottle of Aventus that I got from a discounter, but I think I paid $2.50 for the bottle.
Shit. Okay. I mean, for Aventus, that's actually not. Can't believe I'm saying this. That's not a bad price.
No, because it's over 400 retail. I know. Yeah. When if I were to go in store, it'd be like probably 450-ish, something like that.
And you're 100% sure it's a legit bottle?
100% sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I trust
There's an issue that's been discussed a few times, but certainly in UK and Europe, there's issue with there's a couple of big fragrance sellers, such as like Notino and stuff, that have been caught out because they sell on, you can return fragrances and they're selling on again. So there's been situations where people have obviously not very good, nice people have received something, swapped it out, even the contents of the bottle, sent it back, got a refund or whatever, and then Notino have sold it on. I assume it's just a returned item, and I think it's even, I don't even know if it's necessarily been opened, but it might have even been that they've just swapped out with literally a fake bottle or package, returned it, and then they've sold it on just as a returned item. So people have actually received fake bottles from a reputable, an actual legit fragrance seller online and stuff. So it's actually, I know this has been going on for a little while, it's been highlighted, but I've seen a few posts more recently, like in the Facebook groups, on TikTok, where this has happened, and you've got to kind of be careful of it. So it's quite frustrating because, like, you think a reputable seller that have been doing it for a long time, you think, you're safe. But again, people have taken advantage and now you can still get caught out. So it's a fucking minefield.
That sucks, man. Come on, people. Be better.
Okay. Well, that's all of them then.
Yeah, that's it. So should I tell people what I'm left with?
Yeah, let's judge your
not much.
Judge your collection and see if you've got all bases covered here.
Yeah, let's see. I've got Leighton.
Yeah, good.
La Nuit de l'Homme. Straight to Heaven by Killian. Wulong Cha. Santel 33. Insidious, and of course my favorite, Luna Rosa Carbon.
To be fair, you've got all bases covered there. You've got sweet, you've got woody kind of, you've got the only one you're lacking, I guess you've got Wulong Cha. You've not got a super citrus fresh, but you've got Wulong Cha that you could wear in sort of warmer climes as a fresher fragrance. And Aventus is, that's quite fresh, certainly in the opening, as it were. So, but yeah, this probably the only thing you're lacking is a real summer beach vibe fragrance, probably.
Yeah, if I were to lean for something like that, I'd probably either go Wulong Cha or Santel 33. If it was just going to be super hot and I wanted that kind of fresh, clean, I would go for one of those.
Okay, I'm going to give you a choice. You can add a citrus, well, it doesn't have to be citrus, but you can add a beach/summer fragrance to your collection. So you've dumped 10 and now I'm letting you pick one fragrance. What are you going to add? But it obviously can't be from one of the ones that you've dumped.
Right. Okay. Oh, man.
Is imagination not in there? I've just realised.
No, I've gone through 200 mil of it.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Oh, man. I got to go with that. I got to get me imagination. If I'm using your purse strings to make it happen.
Yeah. I'll treat you.
Yeah.
Perhaps you might feel something if a skydive doesn't do it. Perhaps if I bought you imagination, I'd be like, "You happy with this bottle, Myke?" Yes, it's all right.
I'm coming back to earth on that again in more ways than one.
Well, let's hope you land this time on your ass and not your ankle.
Yeah. You know, I think maybe I kind of needed that. That has like really grounded me. And I mean, I'm not trying to use all these puns, but it kind of helped me just realize some of the things that not that I've been taking it for granted, but not being able to go to boxing, it's amazing the difference that makes. So it kind of realigned me to go like, it's doing more than just like getting me. Again, I've never been more in shape than I am right now. But I've missed not only the physical aspects of it, there's a lot of mental benefits of doing something like boxing, challenging yourself, giving you goals to achieve, and learning, like the study of figuring out something new, the coordination of doing the footwork and learning jabs with, your non-dominant hand, those sort of things. It has added so much in my life, and it's been pretty difficult to not have that. Yeah,
I mean, I've seen that. I've seen it from a few people. Amusingly, you're the third person that's fucked up their ankle in my life. My wife fucked up her ankle at netball quite a few weeks ago now. She's been getting physio and things, and she's kind of almost there now. She's not got back to netball or sport or exercise yet because she just doesn't quite feel quite ready, but she's hoping she can soon. But again, it's sort of really knocked her. And one of my best friends, he fucked his ankle up at football. And very similar to my wife, actually. They almost did it I think the same week. It was quite eerie. And he's been really struggling. So he's in a similar situation where he's like, again, he's got an MRI tomorrow, actually. But he's scared that, it's really hit him hard not being able to do that, not being able to exercise. The impact of that sort of mental health, it's really, he's been on a bit of a downer. So he's like, he wants to go back, but then he's also scared to go back because he's like, if that happens again, I just don't know how I'll cope with it. Like, because it's really missed so much. Again, it's one of those things you take for granted, isn't it? Like, well, we all take our health and well-being and the ability to just get around. We all take that for granted. Right. So yeah, when you can't, it really does make you appreciate it a bit. So,
man, those few days I was hopping on one foot, just trying to getting from the stove to the kitchen table with my food, hopping on one foot was pretty brutal.
That's a lot of weight going through one foot. That's the thing.
Yeah, no joke. I'm either going to have the strongest right leg on earth, or I've done irreparable damage to my knee.
You're going to be really off kilter because you're going to have a really strong right arm and a really strong left leg.
Oh man.
Well, there we go. So it was good to have you back, my man. It's good, and I'm sure it's good for you to have your fragrances back.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get back into a bit of a routine now. Just to let you know, listeners, we've changed the day that we record. So hopefully there are going to be fewer clashes. But yeah, I mean, it's quite obvious. But for those that don't realise, I did mention this in my YouTube video. Obviously, there's a 6-hour difference where Myke and I are. So it's quite late where I record. So then if there is anything that causes a delay for us recording, then it just means it's not really practical because it's right now, even it's gone midnight here. So sometimes we just can't. So we do our best, but hopefully we'll get back into a routine and you'll get some regular episodes again.
We will.
Definitely.
Onward and upward.
Well, it's been full on. I will update you on what's been going on my end on the next episode because we are coming up for some time. But that's it, really. Thank you. It's been good to see you again, my man.
Likewise.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing. And let us know, listeners, did Myke do some bad decisions on that? I think he's actually picked pretty well, and he was left with quite a good collection there, to be fair.
Yeah, what would you guys get rid of out of my collection, and what would you keep? I'm curious.
Yeah. Well, until next time,
Stay healthy and spray healthy.